Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Now today is going to be a massive Beauty Bay haul, and I've just bought some other little bits from the drugstore that I will show as well, just because they're really beautiful and I wanted to show them off to you. Let's get straight into all of the beautiful makeup that we have inside this box. I have actually tried some of this on. I did kind of two separate hauls because I was waiting for things to kind of restock, but I'm going to just include it in one big haul because literally the orders were like a week apart. So I have actually already talked to you about a couple of products, but I'm just going to talk to you again, kind of show them in detail. So yeah, there are some like brand new things that you have not seen. So yeah, I have got quite a lot of stuff. I don't know if you'll be managed to see that or not. No, not really. The first two things I'm going to speak about are my Jeffree Star palettes. Now, I picked both of these up. I was going to just pick up his new one, which is the Androgyny palette, and then I was like, well, if you've got the second one, you need the first one, and that's how habits start. So this is the Beauty Killer palette. It is absolutely stunning on the front. It's just kind of plain pink, like cardboard, and it's got like a cute little golden detailing. Inside you get a little mirror inside here, which has got just Jeffree Star Cosmetics like written there, and inside some really wacky colours. I just really love this one. I thought I wouldn't love it as much as I do, and I think that's because the colour placement is really like strange. They are just very random colours to throw into a palette, but it's really pretty and you can make it work. Like there are some neutral shades like here and here to kind of do the crease. I didn't really need it, but it's really cute. I'm going to actually swatch all these for you off camera and then like kind of show them to you on my arm, just to kind of speed the process up so that this video isn't like 18 years long. So this is a swatch of all 10 eyeshadows. I had to like put the black up here instead of like following the sequence down here, just because I was kind of running out of room and it was going to go on my elbow, and that would have been a really weird swatch. So starting from this side, like going this way and then this way: Star Power, Princess, Violence, Rich Bitch, Courtney, Expensive, Confession, Vanity, China White, which you can like just about see on my skin. It's like white, it's kind of my skin shade on my arms, and then up here you've got Black Rainbow. The Black Rainbow you probably won't be able to pick up on camera because it's like just like in the light. It has got like multicoloured glitter all through it, but I don't know how well that would show on the eyes, but they're really weird and wacky colours, but they kind of work. So the next one I got from Jeffree Star is the Androgyny palette, and this hands down is probably one of my favourite additions to my little palette family. I just think the colours in here are stunning. So again, this is the same price as the other. I believe it is £40, and it is 10 shadows, and it does come with the little mirror up here, apart from it's got some like little decor around it. This palette, however, has got like this crocodile sort of snake skin, I don't know, is that crocodile snake skin like texture to it, which I really love. I'm just absolutely obsessed by this palette. I have worn this a couple of times and the pigmentation and its blendability is phenomenal. As well as this one, I feel like the formula is really good on this one, but I just feel like this is definitely, they kind of learned from experience and put more quality and kind of enhance their formula on this one more. So if you were to get one or the other, I'd definitely go for this one. So once again, I'm going to swatch them all up my arm just like I did the other palette, and I will be back with you. So once again, these are the swatches, and I don't know if you can tell at all, but again, this is one swipe. I just wiped it like once and then back and forth. The pigmentation on these is insane. I just feel like they look like watercolours almost. They're just so beautiful. I am obsessed. So going from the top, we've got this beautiful gold shimmery one, and that one is called Frosting. We then go down to Safe Word. We've then got Charm Deja Vu, which again is the second, and there's only two, there's only two in the whole palette that kind of got that sheeny shimmering one, which is Frosting and Deja Vu. And then we've got Dominatrix, Androgyny, and then we've got Fetish here, which is this beautiful sort of sultry red. And then we've got Military, which is my favourite green. And then we've got Poison, which is this tealy colour, and Swallow, which is this kind of oceany blue. I just love it. I just love this one. So while we are on the topic of Jeffree Star, I got 3 more of his lippies. I've already got 2. This one is Gemini, and I kind of felt obliged to buy this because my star sign is Gemini, and it's kind of one of my favourite colours. I love a pinky nude. So I just love this one. This is my fave. And I've got another one called Posh Spice, which is kind of this cool nudie brown colour it kind of doesn't come off this colour. It comes a little bit more nudie brown. But yeah, these are the two I have got, and I just love the formula of these liquid lipsticks. I just think they are phenomenal. So I thought I'd buy another 3, obviously, and just putting out there for a lipstick. These are expensive. Well, I think they are anyway. I think they're £16. Lo and behold, this came to what, like £48? That kind of makes me feel a little bit physically sick, but we just won't talk about it, and that way it means it didn't happen. So the 3 I have got is Androgyny, Rose Matter and Celebrity Skin. I will not swatch them on my lips right now because they are a real bugger to get off, and that's a good thing in my eyes. Like, I want my liquid lipstick to last a long time, which is why I'm not so fussed about spending the money on them, because I know they are good and I know they are kind of worth money. So yeah, here is Androgyny. It's kind of this beautiful deep pinky purple colour, I guess. It's kind of got that purple undertone. The next one I got was Rose Matter, and this was like a really pinky like fun colour, and I thought this would be really cute for the summer. Like, this is really bright and really cheerful, kind of a little bit like the one I've got on now, but more of a like a lighter pink. So yeah, as you can see here, it is like a real true pink. And I just love this. I think this looks so like sort of cheerful. And the last one I got was Celebrity Skin. And last time I was really between Posh Spice and Celebrity Skin, so you know, what do you do when you're stuck between two? You buy both. And this is just a really nude colour. I just really love this colour. I think it just suits any look. I can just do a really dramatic, like colourful look with this and just pop this on and it won't look too crazy, so I've got this one as well. So yeah, it's a really warm nude as opposed to Posh Spice, which is a little bit more like of a cooler nude. This is just really warm brown, and it's just going to suit any eye look, which is what I love. Just out of curiosity, if you want me to swatch these as well, I will. This is Posh Spice, and as you can see there next to Celebrity Skin, Celebrity Skin is much like nudier and warmer, whereas Posh Spice is much more cool toned and kind of darker almost, but this does look really beautiful on the lips. And again, this is my favourite Gemini. So yeah, that is a Gemini right at the bottom here. I feel like it's a little bit like Androgyny, but just a lighter sort of pinkier tone. It's like if these two had a baby, this is what it would be. And this is kind of my favourite go-to colour. Obviously I'm complete nude and pinky nude fan. This to me is like perfection. I am a little bit too scared to go for his bright blues and like vibrant greens. But I probably should divulge into that, but for now I am really happy with these little colours I've got. I did get the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator palette. I was going to get just Gilded Honey because everyone seems to rave about it on YouTube. Couldn't really decide. I thought, well, what if that's not the shade for me, because I don't typically go for golden colours. And then I was looking at Peach Glow and Ballerina, and I was looking at all the different colours I had. And I was like, well, I want to get one, but they're like £20 for like one highlighter. So I was like, I don't want to get the wrong one and then be like stuck with it. So I did get this little palette here, and this was £22, and it has the retail value of £62. But for £22, you could get practically, I think it was like 2/3 of the size of the actual product in a little trio, and you get like a little sponge applicator thing. I'm thinking like this is for the eye. This is for the cheekbone. I'm not too sure. I've never applied it with something like this, but we can give it a go. I've got to say though, these highlighters are absolutely stunning. Like the swirl on them makes me kind of like want to eat them a little bit. Like, is that weird? Does anyone else feel like that? Because they kind of like remind me of little macaroons or something. I don't know. But yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. They have such like a sheen, and I'm hoping, I haven't actually put these on my face or swatched them yet. So they are very sheeny, and like they are showing up like pretty like sort of glowy on like the camera. But they are quite powdery, which I was so not expecting, and I'm kind of a little bit pissed off that I've just spent 22 quid on that. But maybe they'll look really different on the cheekbone. Like this is Ballerina, is it? Yeah, this is Ballerina, this is Gilded Honey, and this is Peach Glow. I don't know if you can see Peach Glow here, you can, just up there. It's like that pink one here, the gold, and like this sort of coppery brown colour. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to keep you updated on this one. It is really, really beautiful. It does come with like a decent sized mirror as well. I want them to work, they better work. I'll keep you updated. So the next few things I got were from LA Girl, and I've seen a lot of like American YouTubers rave about their concealers and their foundation that's just come out, and it kind of reminds me of the Makeup Forever, is it? I think it's Makeup Forever, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've kind of got this like funky packaging going on as well. And I've seen lots of people sort of really giving it high reviews, as well as their concealers. A lot of people seem to be doing that as well. So I've got this a little like banana-y one, I guess. What's this called? It just says light yellow corrector, and I got the concealer in the shade Porcelain. So I was hoping to do like the yellow underneath my eyes to like kind of conceal any dark circles, and kind of like use this Porcelain one everywhere. I feel like the yellow one would also be really good if it's like sticky enough as an eye primer, because I have quite like red sort of eyelids and they need to be concealed quite a lot, because I have like loads of little veins, so I feel like that would be kind of good for like counteracting the purpley redness on my eyelid. And yeah, I'm excited to use these. They come with like this little brush applicator. Okay, so I have just squirted out like literally way too much on the back of my hand. We're just going to live with it anyway. So this is the yellow one, and as you can see it is like yellow. It is, not even joking about this. And the Porcelain one I feel is a really, really good colour match for me. I'm really impressed with that. And it is a little bit like salmony pink, which I think will be really great for counteracting the yellow. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. They are really creamy and they do blend out well, which I'm excited about. Jesus, this yellow one is not even like joking around. That yellow! Girl, it is there. The Porcelain one's like blended out to my skin, and that yellow one is like here to stay for a little party. So those are the concealers. And this is the foundation. I have not pumped this through yet at all. I have really high expectations for this. And it was only like £10, I think. Oh, it's really runny. I feel like I've probably got a good colour match. I think it might be a little bit yellowy, but I can make that work. I don't think it's oxidising. We'll leave it on the back of my hand and see if it oxidises, but I'm really hoping it doesn't. So you get 28ml in this foundation, which is, I'd say, just about under normal. I've got like a L'Oreal 24-hour matte foundation here, and it does say 35ml in here. Which is like the average foundation, I'd say. So it's not far off. It's kind of got this beautiful runny consistency when you play with it as well. I've got high hopes for this little guy. Another product that you probably saw me kind of talk about in a previous video was the RCMA No Colour Powder. I have been using this powder quite a lot. I don't know if you can actually tell, but like I have kind of hit it a little bit. I did get the 3 ounces only because I think the next one was like 11 ounces, I believe, or 8 ounces, and I just didn't think I needed that much powder. This is phenomenal. It probably replaces my Vichy powder, which I am obsessed with. It just looks so weightless and it just kind of blends everything together. It doesn't look too heavy on my skin, and with someone with dry skin, powders can be a little bit of a biatch to kind of find that don't kind of sort of dry on my T-zone, which is where I get the driest. I love this powder, but I don't know why it's in like a little herb pot. Like why are you in a little herb pot? Like I have my mixed herbs in pots like this, and I don't know like what the hell I'm supposed to do with something like this. So I just get the lid of my Vichy powder and I just like tip a little bit in and then kind of just use what I need. This was about £11, I believe, and it is worth every single penny. If you're looking for a powder to set your makeup that's going to make your makeup last all day, this is like, I highly recommend this. And if you can't get this, then I'd say the Vichy powder is the close second, and you can just buy that from Boots or online. So yeah. So the last 2 products I got from Beauty Bay. One I have again mentioned before. These are the Mario Badescu, I think I'm saying that right, Mario Badescu facial skin mists. I haven't tried this one yet, but this is like my new favourite. Like as you can see how much I have used. I've been using this every single day and I cannot rate it enough. It's just phenomenal. It makes my makeup just sit perfectly on my skin. It just soaks nicely. It doesn't sit, it's not greasy, it's just lovely, and it smells lush. And I think this was only £11 and you get this much in it. That's like amazing. And then they do the smaller option, which is this one here, but this is cucumber and green tea, and this is rose water and aloe. They didn't have the full size of this one, so I had to get the smaller one, which was £8, but to be honest I'd say go for the larger, because £3 more you get a considerable amount more of product. But yeah, I just love this. The mist on it is really nice. Like I just feel like that's really nice. Like, oh, Oh, it smells so beautiful. But I don't know, let me try and capture it again. Yeah, that is for me. Yes. But yeah, like I've just been saying, like the mist on these is really beautiful. My skin's gonna look dewy AF now, but it just makes my skin feel so nice. And yeah, you can use these to refresh your skin during the day, put on top of makeup, and if you're not wearing makeup, if you're wearing just like, I don't know, mascara or nothing at all, you can just use it to kind of bring your skin back to life and give it a little bit more moisture, which is one thing that I look for all the time. So I'm really happy with these, and yeah, I'm happy. So that was it for all of my Beauty Bay makeup. There is nothing left, but I did get a few bits from Superdrug, and I think they're worthwhile for watching. But if you don't want to carry on watching, that's fine. Thank you for watching if you have got this far, and I'll see you later. I'm going to show you some more little bits. So the first thing from Superdrug that I picked up was the Garnier Micellar gel. As you guys know, I love my Garnier Micellar water. It's the #1 thing that I feel takes off my makeup and there's nothing left on my face. It is like one of my #1 faves. As you can tell, I have the huge bottle of it because I get through it like tap water. So when they came out with the gel, I was really intrigued because I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to work as well, you know, is it going to be as concentrated? But if anything, when I'm in the shower, I just rather take it all off there and then. But this is phenomenal, like one little pump and it will remove all of my makeup. I had a full face of makeup on the other day, and I'm not even joking, one big pump of it, like a good size pump, took all of my makeup off, and I was outstanded because I had like loads of makeup on. So this has been amazing. I have recently been using this to wash my makeup brushes, and I have just washed them all recently, so I will update you again if I continue to use that as sort of how I do it, but I did use it for all of my makeup brushes, and I can't even begin to explain like how easy it was. Like I just put a little bit of pump into my hand. It did use quite a lot of the gel, like it used probably about this much, only because I have a lot of brushes, but you don't need a lot. You just need like literally a pea-sized amount for every single like facial brush. And it just cleaned them so well, and there was no foundation left on my foundation brushes. And if you know, like when you wash your foundation brush, it's so hard to clean them sometimes because they're just like caked to the very root with foundation. But this took it off, which is amazing, and it's like £3, so yeah, can't recommend this enough. I then got a new concealer, which is my favourite at the moment. I have already used one of them up, and probably only because you get like a little bit of product, but this is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique kind of highlighting pen, but I sometimes use it as an under eye concealer if I'm just like putting minimal makeup on and I just want to brighten up my eyes a little bit. This is phenomenal, and I'd say for like maybe older ladies or like even mums that don't particularly want to wear too much makeup. Like my mum doesn't wear too much makeup at all, if any, to be honest, and I think she'd really like this because it's so lightweight, yet it's so pigmented. It doesn't like crease under your eyes, it doesn't make your eyes look cakey. And I've recently actually just bought this for my nan because she was looking for a concealer or something to sort of just sort out her under eyes, and she didn't want something too cakey, and I recommended her this. And she says she loves it, so you know, got my nan's seal of approval on that one. I love this, and I just think it makes my under eyes look completely flawless. But you know where your skin kind of like sinks into your skull, you can kind of see it. Like everyone has it, it's like completely normal, don't get me wrong, I'm not like putting it as a flaw, but like just where your like skin sinks into your skull, if you're tired and you've got like sunken eyes and you're just like a little bit like, oh, this just brightens up your eyes, and it just looks like your skin is plump and you don't get any of that sort of sunken look. So I love this so much, and it is one of my favourites at the moment. The next product I got, I was really excited for. I saw on Revolution, or Makeup Revolution's website, they had the kind of, I want to say dupe, but it's not fair of me to say dupe of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette because it's a copy, and it's what it is. I don't think it's very fair that they've done this. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining because the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette is like hella expensive, but Makeup Revolution have kind of a dupe or a copy of it, and it's only £8, and it looks identical. Like when I say it looks identical, it's freaking identical to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It does come with a cute little brush that's just got a flat end is on one side and a little fluffiness on the other. It's actually not a bad brush, to be honest with you, like not a bad brush at all. So again, I'm just going to swatch all these off camera. I'm just going to go down like this and then kind of do three bigger swatches for these three. And I'm going to just do one sort of like back and forth swipe and onto my arm. Okay, cool. Run with it. So the first thing I'm going to say about this little palette is I cannot believe how pigmented and creamy the eyeshadows are. Like this was, again, just one little like zigzag and then onto my arm, and I cannot believe how sort of pigmented they are. I don't know if you can actually tell on the palette, but like when an eyeshadow kind of creams up around the palette, I just know that it's like a nice creamy texture. And the three along the top, that's the foundation that we swatched earlier. I'm still waiting for it to oxidise, but I think it's not oxidising, which I'm really impressed by, so thumbs up for that. These are the three sort of shades on the top, these ones, and they again were really creamy, but yeah, those are really beautiful. They swatched really well, and all of these swatched beautifully. The pigmentation, the quality of it, thumbs up, 10 out of 10. But just, dude, come on, change the way and layout of the packaging so you're not ripping someone off. Okay, so this video is literally getting like a million years long, and I am so sorry, but we are on the last products now, I promise. And these were the Revlon matte lips colours. What are they called? Matte lip colours. I am obsessed by their matte lip colours. I have got every single one, like the 6 original matte lip colours, and they've come out with another 6. I couldn't find the other 2, but I will go on a hunt for them and I will find the other 2, so that I have the complete collection of 12. I am thinking of doing like a lip swatch video of these once I get the other 2, because the quality of these is phenomenal. I love these so much. Before I swatch these, I'm just gonna quickly do the final review on the foundation because I need to swatch them somewhere. This foundation has not oxidised whatsoever. I'm really impressed. It's still a little bit tacky, like it's transferring a little bit, if you can just tell on my finger there. So you will need to set it because I think it will move around your face quite a lot. But it's not oxidised, which I'm really impressed with because some cheaper foundations do tend to do that. But yeah, like the finish on it looks really pretty. It hasn't balled up at all, but that could be a different story on the face. So yeah, loving the foundation so far. So this is Intensity. It is a beautiful bright pink. So yeah, this is Embrace, this one here, and it's just like a really peachy nude, like warm undertone, kind of got like a hint of pink as well. And it's really pretty, a really good like everyday sort of wearing to work and school colour. Love this one. This one is my second favourite. This is the shade Kisses, and I think that's a really cute name for it. It's like a berry toned bricky red, but like still kind of got that neutral undertone, if that makes any sense. But it's a little bit like Androgyny, so I'm kind of freaked out by that. I might have found a dupe. And the last shade we have here is a very dark colour for me, and it's called Infatuation. I think this shade is a little bit patchy, like actually no, it is really patchy, but it's kind of like a wine purpley red, if that makes any sense at all. But it's really beautiful. I think I would definitely need a lip liner underneath this because even swatching it, it's very like patchy, which none of these have been before, which is really surprising. But it might just be that it's a darker colour, and you know, darker colours do have a history of being quite sort of hard to create. So that was everything, you guys. Thank you so much if you have reached to the end of this video and you didn't get bored. I got so much stuff and I felt like I really needed to show you it all because it's all kind of coming brand new into sort of like the drugstore, or it's not maybe as new, but it's just something I'd like to show you. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed if you have got this far. Again, everything will be linked down below where I've got it from and kind of how much it was, and like what it's called. Thank you so much for being patient and sticking with me to the end of this video. It's probably really long by the time that I've like cut it all down. It says an hour on my camera, which is like fabulous. So yeah, thanks so much for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye! New additions to my palette family. And I've got this one called Sposh what? This one I got was Posh, no. What? What's the next one? Called Oh bitch, I see you, Fibre. Get out of my liquid lipstick. Ew. Now we gotta take these bitches off, and I tell ya, it's not fun. Not fun at all. Come on. Sure, anyway, let's be on real, like. And it's really I'm gonna talk about these first. Powder, and I just like tip it. Shit. I'm talking way too fast. This video is going on forever. But yeah, it's like a berry toned Ricky? Who's Ricky? Thanks for watching, and there was a freaking bird just like flew past my window and like looked at me